Everywhere Vinnie Jones goes, he takes with him a white card emblazoned with the words "Always believe something wonderful is going to happen." Inside is the final heartbeaking love letter from wife Tanya, written before she lost her cancer battle. The former footballer admits he was left in pieces after reading it. He said, "I broke down. Now, I take it everywhere I go, so Tanya is always with me." Tanya, 53, wrote the card in July as her life slipped away to give Vinnie strength in the days after her death from cancer. The actor said she left it with her precious diaries. Inside she had written, "To my love Vin, something wonderful happens to me every day. It's being with you. You are my morning sunshine the moment I wake. All my love, Tanya." "I broke down when I read it because I loved her like that too." Sobbing, Vinnie said he is counting the days until he is reunited with the love of his life. And he has bought an adjacent cemetery plot so his ashes can be buried alongside Tanya's. Tanya endured a 6-year battle after being diagnosed with melanoma in 2013, but last year it spread to her brain. In today's Sunday Mirror, 54-year-old Vinnie revealed he believes he was visited by her spirit in the hours after her death in July. He now believes she is waiting for him in the afterlife. Vinnie said, "I'm content to crash through the rest of my life in heaven's waiting room until Tanya calls me. The rest of my life is not a long time if we are going to be together for eternity. But I want to live to do the right thing by our daughter, Kaley, and Tanya's family. But she'll call me when the time is right." Vinnie and Tanya met when they were children in their hometown of Watford. He said, "I can't remember if I fancied her straight away, but she was always very striking. But the pair never got together until after Tanya's first marriage to footballer Steve Terry broke down. By then, issues with her health were already beginning to loom. She almost died in childbirth with Kaley, who Vinnie later adopted, and had to have an emergency heart transplant." When he asked Tanya's dad Lou, now 82, if he could marry her, he warned him life would be difficult because of her health. But he was unperturbed. Vinnie recalled, "Lou asked me if I knew what I was taking on because Tanya was not a well lady. But I promised him I loved her, and that never changed and never will." Tanya never spoke about dying or her wishes for her funeral throughout her fight. Vinnie added, "I begged doctors not to tell her she was nearing the end when things got really bad. We just couldn't talk about her dying because I just couldn't accept it. But that tragic moment did arrive." Speaking of Tanya's funeral, Vinnie said, "Hundreds packed into our local church in Law, where we had built our life, to say goodbye." Another memorial was held in the UK. She was so loved. Tanya was cremated and her ashes buried in Les Forest Lawn Cemetery. Vinnie said, "There's a tree next to her plot for Kaley to sit under. I've already bought the plot next to her, so my ashes can be buried there too, and we can be together forever." Tanya died weeks after the couple's 25th wedding anniversary in June, which she spent in intensive care. They had planned to mark the occasion by flying family and friends from the UK for a New Year's Eve party in La, but Tanya didn't make it. Vinnie said while Tanya was going through chemo, she'd stopped treatment for a month so she could enjoy Christmas. But she always had to have something to look forward to, and she wanted to celebrate our anniversary on New Year's Eve. She booked all the flights. We're going ahead with the plans. It will be tough, but it's what she would have wanted. The festive period for Vinnie will also be tainted with sad memories. It was last Christmas Eve the couple received a call from Tanya's doctor, who broke the dreadful news the cancer had spread to her brain. Vinnie said, "We broke down in each other's arms. It was the first time we really both broke down. That was when Tanya knew it could be her last Christmas. She said, 'I want to have a fantastic Christmas. What can they do?' The doctors gave her steroids. She was hugging friends and family and saying, 'Every moment is precious. I think they maybe knew.'" Former Wimbledon star Vinnie quit booze nearly 7 years ago when Tanya was diagnosed, but he insisted he hasn't been tempted to go back, even in his darkest days. He said, "I was a binge drinker, not an alcoholic. But Tanya stood by me. It hurt me so much when I let her down. Friends might have been scared I would go off at the deep end with drink, but I don't even think about it." Whenever he misses his true love the most, Vinnie knows he only has to reach for the card to feel her by